what got you to this point? Like I'm not gonna act like I don't know you. Like,
okay,
me and you, we've known each other for years now.
Yeah,
you know, we
for
first started working the same job together.
Yeah.
You ventured off and went to doing entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
You left the company. I'm still at the company, so you're gonna have to give me and other people some advice on what is that mindset like, and also just like what goes into somebody that wants to just jump off the porch and say, all right, I'm gonna chase my dream and just focus on how I can improve what I'm trying to do outside of focus on building somebody else's dream.
I think for one, what we gotta recognize is that like everybody is not meant to be an entrepreneur. I know that's cliche, but it is the truth. So many people want this path, but you have to be organic in your discipline to take on everything that comes with that. When we were working together, for me, being at a 9-to-5, dog, it stressed me out like mentally. Nobody knew that.
Right.
Like I literally was telling my girl, I'm like, man, I need to go to therapy or something. Like that shit have you drinking, smoking, and it's just like some shit that got me being outside of my character isn't for me.
Right.
No matter how much money I'm making. And like you said, we work together. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always been one of the top producers on our team, if not the number one. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, it was like working that made me realize how much I value my peace of mind over $1.
Facts.
And like, I really value money. That's not to say I don't. I need that too now. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like I can't develop and produce and build and pour into what I really care about if I'm not in the right mental space. You become stagnant, you know what I'm saying? And then you start building out of survival mode because you know what I'm saying? So you start building from shit that's not even true to you.
Right.
So for me, I think that anybody that want to like, let me back up. What was the actual question?
No, just like advice, or just like what was it like jumping off the porch going from
man, it's
working
scary.
entrepreneurship?
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know, but it's like you betting on yourself, and it's like I'd rather me fail doing shit my way than me fail living somebody else's dream or building somebody else's dream. That's what it really came down to. Yeah, so I'd rather say fucking and be like, I'd rather go hungry trying to make it the way that I truly believe is my path versus being full and being miserable. So yeah.
That's a fact. Because I mean, that was one thing, like you even mentioned yourself, you were a top performer on our team.
Yeah.
I mean, we was on the same exact team. So I knew what you was walking away from. So I'm like, hold on. What you mean you quit?
Yeah.
And it was just like you said, like, I'm just not in a place mentally to be here.
Yeah.
Because I feel what you're saying. Like, there to be times I'm there doing my thing and then get to the point where you shut down where it's like, you literally can blank out in there, zone out.
Yep.
And then it's like whole time you be like, I do not want to come here. And it can literally drain you. It's like something in your heart.
Yeah.
Like you feel like you doing the wrong thing even being there.
Bruh. And then you know what's even worse is when I would take off from work and my mind would be like, this is wrong.
I'm
taking off.
Yep.
I'm supposed to be at work. I'm panicking, bro. And it's like, even when I'm on vacation, now I got PTO and I'm on vacation, I'm doing this like, damn, like I'm supposed, like your nervous system really like,
do I got points?
Panicking, like I'm gonna get a point for this, or like even those situations where like nobody even know, like I had to get documentation because I'm like, bro, I need extra days. So I'm like going to my doctor, like, bro, I need you to sign these papers and let these people know I need an extra day. Yeah. Whatever test we got to do, we got to figure out something wrong with me so we can get approved. I can. But I got to go through all of that just to get the appropriate time for myself, my family, and what I really want to build. It's like, yeah, I can come here and get a check, and the checks are nice, but at the same time, it's like, it's hard too when you got other people around you and they okay in those environments. Yeah. So it's like, damn, I'm sitting here like, is something wrong with me? Because I'm making all the money, but these niggas, they happy. They're not even making as much money as me.
And they happy.
And they cool. And it's like, at the end of the day, that might work for somebody else, but that just don't work for me.
Right. Especially if you know it don't align with you.
If you know it don't align, bro, you got to choose what chooses you. And that wasn't choosing me.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So yeah.
So what it's like, I know you gave your reason. What's one thing of advice, or even if you could take a couple things, to somebody telling you, not me, let's say if it's somebody else, I'd be like, I'm having these thoughts, like I want to pursue entrepreneurship. I know this job ain't for me. Because a lot of people wouldn't work in the places like me and you was working. Right. So they probably not walking away from a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They probably have a chance to. What's your advice that you would give somebody? Would you tell them to read different things or just have the right mindset? Like even if it was just quick text, how would you give somebody some advice on that?
Man, if you really, for one, you have to know what's for you. I think if something keeps coming back to you, like for me, even though I'm pursuing fashion, I have SOL. My real strength is words.
Right.
So I just finished writing my first book last week, and we'll talk about that. But like, that was something that was calling me for years. I always say, I want to write a book. I want to write a book. I never did it, but within the last 2 years, it took me 2 years to write this book. Okay. And it's something that's just been calling me. And so I feel like when you know something is for you, it's going to keep calling you. Even when you trying to finesse and scheme and jig and finesse over here trying to make something work. Right. You feel what I'm saying? But that just don't really work. Even if it works a little bit, like I said, I was number 1 on this team. I'm successful in this company, but that's not really fulfilling me because it's not supposed to. Right. It was never the thing that I was supposed to be doing. And I wasn't supposed to get distracted by anything else either. And it's like, you got to go through certain experiences, and your experiences are going to let you know which direction that you need to go. And I think that if you follow your truest desires are your compass.
That's good.
Yeah.
See, that what you just said would actually make me like think about before I just jump off the porch. Like,
yeah, because you got to make sure that you're not jumping off the porch because you see me doing it.
Yeah, and just jump off to nothing.
Because like what do I do? This shit might work for me because I'm following the rhythm that's for me. You feel what I'm saying? But that might not work for you. Like, just like this podcast, right? There was a time when before you started, I was like, Mike, I want me and you to sit down and I want to have like this real raw conversation. But then I had to realize, like, I don't give a fuck to be behind it. Like, I don't I don't care to do all of this. Right. I just want to show up and be here. Right. And like that, and this worked out because then that other part became your role. Yeah. But if I would have kept trying to operate in your role, then I would have been stressed out. I probably never would have got this far. If I would have got this far, I would have became successful, and I would have been like, I hate this part.
Like, I don't even want to be doing this.
I don't want to be doing this. And you got to be careful not to become successful in shit that you're not really caring about. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like a trap. Yeah. There's a lot of niggas that's successful and miserable. There's a lot of people that have everything that they wanted just to realize that's not what they wanted. It's a heavy burden now. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So like your load is going to always be lighter because it's yours and you built for that. Right. So like I can take whatever struggles come with showing up here. You can take whatever struggles it takes to do this because this is what you enjoy. Right. You feel what I'm saying? It's easy to carry the struggles that are yours. Right. So, yeah.
No, that was a good one. Because I wish I would have heard that years ago. Yeah. Because there's been so many times I tried to do the thing where I jump off and just try to do entrepreneurship. Yeah. And I'm running back to my job because I really didn't have a plan. I wasn't really like prepared.
You just had a feeling.
Just had a feeling like I don't belong here. Yeah. And that goes into what you said about the purpose. Like at one point, I was doing like shoe restoration, sneaker restoration, right? So that's when I first jumped off the porch, started doing that. Yeah. And then to get to the point where, all right, I'm quitting, I'm making money, but I'm not happy doing this. Yeah. Like, I do not feel like I'm being fulfilled. Like, I got a room full of dirty shoes and shit. Yeah. And like you said, now doing this, I feel like I'm in a groove now. Like, I'd be excited to go home and make a quick video. Yeah. Even when we was waiting here, I was geeked. I'm like, oh, like, we here now. And this is the first episode. Yeah. So, like,
I've even seen you at work, like, cut off into one of the little small rooms. And I'll walk in there and you edit it. And I'm like, bro, this nigga love this.
I'm locked
But, like,
in.
that's so dope to see that. And that's why I always tell you, like, however I can support you, however I can show up for you. Right. I know this for you. This is your thing. So it's like, I can get behind that. When you pursuing something that's yours, bro, like people feel good supporting that because they like this dude lame.
Like,
you know
I seen
what I'm
it from
saying?
the beginning.
Yeah. So yeah, bro, I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much.